The crypto crash intensified over the weekend with Bitcoin getting as low as $17,700. In today's video, I want to talk about what is behind this historic crash for the cryptocurrency markets, just how bad it actually got, and if there is any relief in sight for the markets. My name's Lark. I make videos talking about investing. If you do like that topic, then make sure to subscribe to the channel and also take a quick second to tap on that thumbs up button just for the YouTube algorithm. By the way, every week my team and I produce Wealth Mastery. This is a cryptocurrency investor report. We cover DeFi, we talk about altcoins, NFTs, token sales, tips, tricks, and ways to try to beat the market. Our subscribers love it. I know you will too. You can start for free using the link down below in the description. Well, let's get into this. That was another fun weekend for crypto. You have, if you are still here obviously, just survived one of the worst sell-offs in crypto history. In fact, the total realized losses put in over the last 3 days are staggering. In total, over $7 billion in losses were just realized by Bitcoin investors. A lot of people bought high and they just sold low. Classic crypto, and of course, the ballet of human emotions that investors go through. Anyway, these are the biggest ever losses realized by Bitcoin investors in terms of USD value. The only other sell-off that came even close to this was the May 2021 sell-off, but this one was actually bigger. Ouch. The total supply in profit also dipped down to 49% at the peak of the sell-off the other day. It seems that not everyone was actually a long-term investor after all. Historically, we have seen bear market bottoms come in on this particular indicator, the supply and profit indicator, at 40 to 50% of the supply being in profit. So is that a potential bottom signal? I don't know. We're living in unprecedented times right now for crypto. The price of Bitcoin, for the first time in its history, has traded under its previous all-time high. So in terms of our indicators, our on-chain analysis, our historical modeling, let's take it all with a grain of salt because we are in uncharted waters here. We are even seeing Bitcoin miners selling off their holdings right now with 9,000 Bitcoin sold in just the last week. Those miners, by the way, have another 50,000 Bitcoin on hand that can be sold off at any time into the markets. Now, some miners are going to hodl. They have the ability to ride out the volatility in the markets. Other miners, they got bills to pay, they got electricity bills to pay, new miners to buy, investors wanting to get a return on their investment. These miners may become forced sellers at what is going to be the worst possible time for them to do that. We are even seeing a massive outflow of Bitcoin from ETF products as investors are basically pulling the plug on their Bitcoin investments. On Friday alone, the Purpose ETF saw 24,500 Bitcoin pulled out. Wow! All of which, of course, would have had to have been redeemed by the fund holder, creating more selling pressure in an already weak market. Combine this with the panic sellers, the forced liquidations, and there's been quite a few of those for on-chain vaults, and it's easy to understand why the sell-off has been so damn bad. In fact, the sell-off has been so extreme that we got our lowest ever reading on the RSI weekly charts for Bitcoin. Lowest by a lot. Crazy, absolutely crazy stuff. We also just confirmed the third highest volume week in recent years for crypto during this particular sell-off, with the sale volume nearly matching the May 2021 sell-off and coming close to the COVID sell-off. And of course, it's not just crypto. Crypto is catching the contagion of the macro scene. Stocks right now, mega screwed. As this tweet here points out, 90% of stocks in the S&P 500 fell late last week. It's the 5th time in 7 days that this has happened. This is the worst off that the equity markets have been since 1928. And the more you dig into the statistics on equities, the more records you're going to see being broken. There's dozens of them, and it's all bad. And of course, sentiment couldn't be much worse for any market, really. Everyone's losing money. We have the lowest investor pessimism readings on equities in around 40 years right now. Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index showing a 6. We even have the media doing their usual death dance when crypto prices crash. Just check out this headline here from the Wall Street Journal. The crypto party is over, man. The media, though, does have a pretty bad track record with these things in terms of, dancing on the grave of crypto when prices are down, as this chart here shows. Bitcoin's basically been declared dead so many times, and yet here we are. Here we are. For real talk, though, the charts, they're all cooked, and everything is just generally bad for investors right now. Property's down, stocks are down, there's nowhere to run, right? Normally we could say that all of this is painting a bottom. We have oversold technicals, huge fear, massive pessimism, huge liquidations, all that stuff, but sadly, we could still have a lot of economic pain in store for us with inflation still raging, a recession looming, many equities facing further drops, all while the Federal Reserve is basically doing a managed implosion of the global economy. It's basically what they're doing. That being said, in many ways, we are lucky to be seeing these prices again, even if it may not feel like it right now. Even if more price pain could be coming, we're still seeing some interesting price points on these things. This will only be for the short term. Remember that. The investors who are able to think beyond today, long term, right? They're the ones who are going to profit the most. That short-term pain can blind you to the long-term gains. Just keep this in mind. There are currently $150 billion sitting on the sidelines in stable coins. In 2017, when Bitcoin hit its previous all-time high, around the same price we're at right now, there were only around $1 billion in stable coins in the total market. That means we have 150x the cash on hand, even though we're basically sitting at the same price that we were a few years ago. My guess is that when all these liquidations finish and the contagion of the collapse of major lenders, major venture capital firms, whales getting liquidated, all that stuff gets ironed out, that a lot of money will start coming back into the market. And because it's all sitting in stable coins, that can happen quite suddenly. Although we may have to wait until the macro cools down before we see any really big moves happening. Probably until that does happen, we're not going to see really anything more than just dead cat bounces, relief rallies, at least until inflation peaks. Maybe we get something like a spot Bitcoin ETF and go for a crazy rally, but anyway, who knows when all that will happen. But keep in mind too, that since the last all-time highs, we've had literal countries adopt Bitcoin. Major funds have entered, endowments and all these big companies. Wallet addresses have soared. Retail ownership has soared. ETFs have been approved in multiple countries. Regulatory clarity is happening all around the world. The network has never been stronger. And that's just Bitcoin. What about like other networks like Ethereum? Ethereum, similar boat, price-wise, absolutely savaged, trading under its 2017 all-time high. Well, guess what? Ethereum since then has seen an explosion of NFTs. DeFi got huge. More developers than ever are building on Ethereum. We got EIP 1559, which is burning shit tons of Ethereum on a daily basis. Staking's live. The merge is coming soon, ending proof of work forever. And I know, it's super hard to do on the days and the weeks when the price dumps like this and it's just red, 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 pain, 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 fear, fear, fear. But you've got to zoom out. Losing sight of the big picture can get you into a lot of trouble in crypto. This is why I will keep investing throughout the bear market. Anyway, those are just my 2 satoshis, of course. Let me know down below in the comment section if you plan to invest during the bear market. Are you going to keep averaging in? What coins are you going to be buying? Or are you going to be sitting it out? Just to, you know what? I'm just going to sit on my hands for a while. We'll see when the market gets better, and then I'll come back in then. Let me know your plan down below in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching today's video, and peace out till next time.